John Cage once said that his favorite experience of sound was silence, and that silence almost everywhere in the world is traffic. And then he said, if you listen to Beethoven or Mozart, you see that they're always the same. But if you listen to traffic, you'll see that it's always different. Hi everyone and welcome, my name is ThomC, and today we're going to be checking out the Cello Textures by Ben Osterhouse. Ben Osterhouse is a composer, musician, and sample library developer. The thing that is interesting about Ben Osterhouse's sample libraries is that he doesn't limit himself to recording very usual articulations, but rather interesting moments that happen in the performance and that are provoked by chance. And following that idea, we're going to take a look at Cello Textures and what they can bring to our compositions.
You and I, a delicate rise, I'll never feel.
This is the library's user interface. It looks overwhelming, but it's not. In fact, it is pretty simple. Here you've got a waveform, so this is a reverse waveform. You can see the sustain of the note here and the attack of the note, and you can change that with this button here. Here you've got up and down arrows that allow you to actually play in octaves, whether you want to play higher or lower. And this copies, you've got two articulations back to back. So you've got a reversed articulation and the regular articulation being played, and they kind of like stuck together. So you can change all of those with this dice here. So this randomizes everything. So this is pretty useful, and I've actually you'll see in this video that I'm using this one a lot. You won't be seeing me using it, but I've used it to make the demos. This is to clear all the loaded articulations, and there you've got a selection of reverbs. If you'd like more information, also, this is a volume knob that you can actually route to your MIDI CC. If you want more information and all the shortcuts, I put a link towards Ben Osterhouse's video about this library because it's really well made, and there are a few hidden features that are pretty cool, or hidden shortcuts, and also the video is very informative, so I think you'll like it. Right, in this example I've combined some articulations, actually one articulation here in the middle that's a bit sharper, and here with some rounder or warmer articulations. Let's listen to it solo. Right, now let's listen to it with some sustains that are played here. So there's a combination of all three sections, the regular section, the more nasal section, and the rounder tone. Let's listen to all three of those. Right, so this was a combination of the two. Let's listen to it with the piano now. Now we'll listen to the end of the same piece, and we'll listen to the same articulations, but then we'll first listen to them with the piano, and then we'll listen to them with another one of Ben Osterhouse's libraries, which is called Sospiro. We'll listen to them first with the piano. Let's listen to it. Right, now let's listen to it with Sospiro. This could be too much, of course, and if I were to add a lead vocal on top, that could probably be a hindrance to the melody, the vocal melody. But this is to show you how it works with other libraries, and we'll check out some more examples now. Right, let's now check out the Cello Textures in context with the Impact Soundworks orchestral bundle. You'll find the review in the top right corner. So what I did here is I tried out a few different patches, and in order to do so, I just used the randomizer or the random function here. And I think that unless you really know what you're going for and you've been using the interface for quite a bit of time, it's a good way of trying to find a texture that fits the orchestral piece you're working on. And it can take a bit of time, but it's fun. And it's rewarding in the end, I think. So let's listen to it solo, and we'll listen to it in context right after. Right, the strings in the Impact Soundworks orchestral package are not the most expressive ones, but I mean, they're good, but I think that it'd be nice to actually add a bit of texture to it to make them more interesting, and the Cello Textures are the right ones for that. So let's try and add the Cello Textures to the rest of the ensemble. So yeah, I think that with a longer reverb on all the tracks, actually this is pretty dry because there's no reverb on the other tracks as well. I think that with reverb and cohesion between the tracks, this would fit really nicely, and it already does actually. I think it adds interest and emotion to the piece. I really like the fact that there's a bit of chaos in there. That's the kind of thing that I really like. So yeah, let's check out another example now. Let's now listen to a slow emotional piece that I've made with East-West Hollywood strings, and I've put the Cello Textures underneath. We'll first listen to the Cello Textures playing solo. Right, let's now listen to it with the rest of the arrangement. I could actually blend it further back in the mix, I think. I like the way it catches your ear and makes it more interesting in general. So again, I used the randomizer function, and I also put a spacious room reverb on it because I thought that without the reverb it actually stuck out a bit too much. So I really like the sound of the different articulations combined with the rest of the strings here and with that reverb. John Cage also said, "I love the activity of sound. One interesting thing is to let the sound do what it wants." And in the case of this particular library, I found myself trying different combinations of sounds, and to finally find the one that had the right amount of complexity to be added to the piece. I hope you guys are safe, still making music, still creating tracks, still producing music, and still loving the activity of sound like John Cage did. It'd be really nice if you subscribe to this channel, if you share this video or commented in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to purchase the library, you'll find the links in the description below. Thank you again, and bye bye.